Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 179 of the Xbox Hall of Gamers podcast. This week, I'm joined by Cameron.
Hello.
And Shane.
Yo, hello.
This week, there's a little bit of news. EA's popping off with Battlefield, thinking it's going to be their next big thing, and it seems pretty good. I mean, well, we'll see, I don't know. I saw people talking about, like, pre-ordering it in the Discord. I'm like, what are you fucking doing? We got Gamescom coming up. There's a couple of things there. And we're playing a couple of games. And also, there's a huge thing around porn games getting delisted. That's the big news, really.
True news, yeah.
Yeah. But as always, we do the show live on Twitch. Xbox Hall of Gamers is the place to find us. Come say hi, hang out in the chat, the usual business. How you guys been? It's been a little bit. I wasn't on last week, and we kind of had to rush an episode out for the previous week, and I've been traveling, and Shane's been a little bit since you've been on. How are you all doing?
Pretty good. Just living the dream, you know. Been gaming a lot.
Oh, good.
Kind of.
Karen, what
Can't
about you?
relate. Been working like 55-hour weeks.
Yeah,
can't relate.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, I've been.
I was just thinking, like, bit of FYI for the audience as well. Like next week, not next week. Next month, I have my wedding, and God, some podcast episodes around then are going to be.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Yeah, because fucking, I'm gonna be there. Kia's gonna be there. So yeah, I don't know. We'll
I'll just do one by myself. Be
Yeah,
like, yeah, it's me. I wasn't invited.
It's not too late. You can come. You just gotta fly
you just
halfway
have to
across
figure
the
out how to
world.
find Australia on a
manage
map.
that. And I'm American. That's very hard to do.
Yeah, I trust me, I know. Oh man.
You try Vegemite if you do come over too.
Oh Christ.
No, you know what? I'm busy that day. Never mind. I guess I can stay here and do the stream. It's fine. It's
See,
fine.
I know how to stop an American from.
Oh Christ.
See, we have some measures for immigration. Some.
Keeping.
Right off the boat, be like, you have to take a spoon of Vegemite.
They're like that. Turn it around.
Yeah, turn around. That's fine. Not worth it.
Yeah.
We do have a question this week from Red Ninja Dan, who says, been watching Sword Art Online. I don't, first of all, why? But and it got me thinking.
Sorry.
Yes.
The normal one or the abridged? If you say the abridged one, I totally
the abridged. I get, makes sense, but no, I'm pretty sure he's talking about the
Honestly, probably
standard.
not.
Yeah, been watching Sword Art Online, and it got me thinking about what I would do in that scenario. What would you guys do if you were stuck in an SEO scenario? So, for those who don't know, Sword Art Online is one of the progenitors of the isekai genre in anime, basically where you get transported to another world and kind of get stuck there, and you have to but you have like your original memories. And so sometimes it's like you get hit by a truck and you get reborn in this world. SAO is basically you get put into a big like online RPG. And the main character is like the most Mary Sue, like he's the only guy who can dual wield and he's so cool and he gets all the chicks and it's real fucking
So cool.
It's fucking what to be like. I think the idea is okay. I think the writing is awful. The later seasons get a bit better, but I don't know if it's worth struggling through to get to them. But anyway, Dan says, as much as I would like to say I'd be on the front lines trying to beat the game, I would probably be the first one to die. So if I would max up my crafting skill like blacksmithing and alchemy or something and open a shop, which is probably a good idea. Also, yes, important part, if you die in the game, you die in real life, like the Matrix. That's
why I was gonna say, like, cleric. I'm gonna figure out some healing magic, and I'm
yes,
gonna just
exactly.
kind of stay in the back, and I'm gonna be not out on the field.
Gonna heel slap my way through this whole thing.
Do many people know what isekai are?
Isekai? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like, at least in our audience, there are a bunch of fucking weebs, so there's a good chance they do.
Well, I only learnt it because of Griffith.
Oh,
like,
really?
doing the marketing
Yeah.
for that. But I did not know.
I only learned it very recently.
Yeah, Isekai has been a pretty big genre in the last, like, sort of like the 2010s it kind of started. I mean, again, like SAO was not the first Isekai by any means, but it's definitely one of those ones that like made it very, very popular.
It popularized it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like if you want to go back to like original Isekai, you'd be talking like Digimon, right? Where it's like a bunch of kids get transported to another world, have to try and find a way home. That is what Isekai literally means, another world. So, but there's a lot of debate around like what counts as an Isekai, what doesn't. I think Inuyasha is technically an Isekai as well.
Yeah, 100% it is.
Yeah, right. So it's like but the genre definitely came into this thing where it's like SAO was this thing where it's like, oh, what if you could like do a video game thing, but it was like real life and you kind of got to live that. And so I don't know. I mean, first of all, it sounds like a nightmare scenario. But yeah, what would you guys? Yeah, I think healing, I think would probably be the way to go. Definitely doing some cool magic stuff. I want to like I'll be a scholar or something. I'll be a fucking nerd. Like put me in a university where I'm like in a wizard's tower or some shit. Like I'm good. I'll figure out some cool magic stuff. I mean, like I know the in the hero's journey the wizard is always the one who dies after imparting the life lesson onto the hero. But like, I don't know.
Oh, and find the main character and stay away from them.
Yeah, stay as far away from. Yeah, it's like I don't want to be in the same city. I don't want to be in the same. Yeah, absolutely, because like collateral damage is never good.
Like that guy's costume is a little nicer, and his hair's. I'm going over here.
Like, did you see that sword that guy has? That's some like main character energy over there. I'm not getting anywhere.
Glowing and giant. Like, you know what? Gonna stay away from that guy. He'll figure it out. He'll get us out of here.
If you are looking for good isekai recommendations, good luck because most of them are trash. But
I like the one I don't know if you referenced it on purpose, but the one where the guy gets hit by a truck.
Yes.
Me and my daughter like that one.
Well, yeah, there's a few, but I'm a big fan of. Well, again, my favorite ones now are basically the ones that take the piss out of the genre and like have like an understanding of how isekais get made. So like, Konosuba is probably my favorite one, where it's like he gets isekai to another world, but it's because he thought he was trying to save someone, but actually he misread the situation and died of fright. And it's just like so he gets to, the whole thing is that he gets to revive and pick a power, and so from the great goddess Aqua basically grants him the ability to revive, and it's like, cool, pick an ability, and so he points at her and brings her with him, and so they're just kind of like stuck in this town, no abilities. She's like fucking useless drunk, and it's just some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. It's so good.
Right.
And yeah, you just get this party of 4 just absolute fucking useless idiots just trying to get through this world. They're like, oh, there's the Demon King, and you need to defeat the Demon King to return home. And he's like, I actually kind of like my weird fucking life here. I'm kind of just going to chill for a bit.
There's a Suicide Squad isekai.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I heard it was actually pretty good. Yeah, the artwork on it was great. But yes, again, we've kind of danced around the question. I don't know, Cameron. What about you? What are you doing in your fantasy world life?
I'd probably starting a business.
Yeah.
I in all honesty, I'll probably just pass the beginner stages,
finish the tutorial,
set up a business somewhere, set up an op shop for people.
for all the dead adventurer gear that you find because everyone gets fucking killed by monsters all the time.
Oh, that means I would have to go and collect it.
Yeah, well, you find a person for that. You find a guy. And
I think the safest option would be to learn a skill that you could transfer back to the real world.
Oh, now he's thinking too far ahead. If you survive, you don't know you're getting back.
No one's getting out. Like the whole thing with SEO is that they had to defeat like a tower of like 100 levels, and everyone kept fucking dying. And like you don't get new people because new people are like, oh, putting on this headset makes me trapped in this world forever. I'm probably not going to do that.
So then you do the two-parter thing, yeah? You learn a skill in the eventual case of if the hero does succeed.
Yes.
Then you can get that. Or you just learn a skill, set up the business in there, and then you just,
Yeah, absolutely. Own a web shop or something. People still need entertainment, Yeah.
Also depends what we get into. We're talking like SAO, but what if you're like, oh, where am I? Oh, Raccoon City, you say?
Yeah. Where do you get Isekai 2 is a good question. Yeah, you're like, oh boy, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Berserk? I'm a huge fan. Probably not going to go well for me.
if it's SAO, it would be like something medieval and that you just pick something like
you do fantasy genre, yeah. Mushoku Tensei or something, yeah.
But if it's something that you're just...
The Saiyans are coming.
To be fair, DBZ could be kind of cool. I mean, you would die a lot, but you'd come back most of the time, so...
Like, oh, can I do anything? Can I do... Nope. All right, I'm going to go hide somewhere.
It's like, all right, well...
3. Oh, no.
Wait, you're saying I'm Krillin?
Yeah, yes, exactly, yeah.
Hey, to be fair, he's technically the strongest human on the planet. So,
That's true.
I mean...
That's true. And you've seen his wife?
Technically.
Man, he's doing well for himself.
Also, yes, he has Android 18. So like, I can't do it anymore. Go ahead,
no,
honey.
he goes
Please,
he goes and becomes a cop in GT or whatever. So he's like, whatever.
He sure does.
Jeez.
Easiest job in the world. I'm a superpower cop. Like, all right.
Freaking narc. Of course he's a narc.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, cab. All right, let's get into the news then. Hopefully that answers your question, Dan. But it's a good one. I like the cross pollination of getting other weeb shit into our podcast because there are SEO games, and I don't think they're not hugely popular, but I've always wanted to give them a go.
The only person I know that really plays them is Adrian.
Yeah, but he's also a sicko, so All right.
I'm not gonna argue against that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's the line? All right. So probably the biggest news this week was EA showing off Battlefield 6. They showed off a bit of a trailer and some gameplay, and a lot of people there's a lot of hype, and they've been kind of getting the hype cycle going. I don't know if you guys checked it out. You guys had any thoughts? They have released it. It's coming out in October, so still a couple months to go.
Cool.
It looks good. Apparently they're still doing beta stuff, and they're showing off the multiplayer modes, and they're doing this thing with classes that people are kind of umming and ahhing about having weapons unique to classes like the old school days. And they've also confirmed that it's not going to be $80. They've confirmed that they're going to do the $70 price point thing, and EA's basically been we don't want to touch that right now because again, right now I think is the important part there. But they make enough money off their microtransactions that they're actually more interested in just getting people into the game themselves. But yeah, I guess you guys, do you have any thoughts? You guys played any Battlefield games? I don't know what your kind of history with the genre or with the franchise.
I quite like the games. That's if I had to choose one of the online shooters, that's getting my vote. I did all the mainline ones, including Battlefield 2, Modern Combat, one of my most proud completions.
Yeah.
I didn't do Hardline, and I need to catch up and do 5 and what's the other one, 2049 or whatever it's called.
2042. Yeah.
2042.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I like those games a lot. Though.
Yeah, I played 2042. Let's say maybe towards the end of last year. Mm-hmm. The only problem with that game is there's one particular game mode that affects 4 achievements that I can never find a match in.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only problem with that. But most of the Battlefield games, what have I done? I did a bit of one this week because Nick basically twisted my arm and said you should do this. As Nick does.
Yeah.
5 is really good when I did it with Pluto. And then I think I've done bits of 4 and 3. Just, Hardline having 10,000 kills?
Yeah, a bunch of them. It's 40,000, I think you needed by the end of it.
Yeah, I just wasn't...
Yeah.
Which sucks. Hardline is a good game, and it produced some really funny glitches that I used to have footage about when they, before they cleared off the DVR feature.
Right, yeah.
But, I think with this one, I personally haven't been burnt, but knowing what state 2042 did launch in, I kind of want to see what the result is first.
Yeah, to be fair, 5 also launched in a pretty rough state. Actually, to be fair, I think pretty much every Battlefield was outside of maybe 3 was pretty rough. 4 had a bit of a rough launch, although people love 4 and they've kind of come back to it. But
no, it had a rough launch though, for sure.
Yeah. Revolution, yeah, which I guess they're bringing back. I don't know. I'm definitely keen to have a look at it. I haven't played a Battlefield in a good long time. I think the last one I played probably was 4. I wanted to play 1, but I know it has that you need there's the 20 player mode that you need to kind of do a bunch of, which it seems like
the operations. As soon as I get the right operations for the 2 DLCs and all that, that's all I need, and then I can do the rest of the game pretty easy.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Seems like a pain, to be honest, but
it's the typical thing of just make a list. Nick has unlocked them all. He could just drop the weapon, kill a person, counts, and then
gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Oh, actually, I just realized Battlefield 1 is the reason I'm here.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first time I came into contact with Jake and his peeps.
Oh, right.
I got pulled into one of those sessions, and I was like, "Oh, neat!" And that's how I got into the Achievement Hunter Anonymous, and later here. So, yeah, that's big.
And then you're like, oh, they're a bunch of freaks like me.
yeah.
Yeah,
One
totally.
of us.
I can
One-
fix them.
Yeah, good luck with that. I mean, okay, I guess just do we think this is going to do super well? Do you think this is going to like go gangbusters? I mean, again, assuming it launches in a state that's acceptable, like, you know, which is still not guaranteed. Like EA are like, hey, they want to hit 100 million players. Like, is that going to happen?
I mean, Battlefield 2042, besides it being choppy, I don't remember much backlash when it was first being announced and everything. Everyone was pretty hyped about it.
People were excited about it. I remember they showed that trailer of the guy
Yeah.
jumping out of the jumping out of the jet. And
EA's far from being the villain that they used to be. I think people are getting a little fatigued by the, I don't know what you call it, the cartoonification, the yassification of Call of Duty.
Sure.
They might be looking for a realistic military shooter. I mean, that might actually be a selling point this time. So,
yeah, that's fair. And
I think it'll do okay.
I don't know if I think it will do okay. I want it to do okay just because of how much they're putting into it. Like all the, I don't say marketing beats, but it's more like all the feedback from internal testers getting leaked, saying that it's so enjoyable. All the conversations around the developers are really interested of like, all right, tell us where we went wrong with 2042 so we can't repeat history.
Sure.
I really want it to do well because of all the studios that are, like all the studios that EA owns putting into this. I would hate to see this be a flop and we lose like Criterion or...
In this climate, yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah. Because like EA is that kind of, you know, it's that kind of company that if it doesn't turn a profit and all that, then
they put a lot of eggs in this basket.
Yeah. Close.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like you got DICE, obviously, Ripple Effect, Criterion, and Motive all working on this. And it's like... And I know there's definitely been some friction with the way that DICE, a typically kind of European studio, has kind of interacted with this whole Americanization of other studios coming in and working with them. So...
I'm going to wait for it to launch because it is going to be one of those games that eventually ends up in EA Play anyway.
Yes, true.
I don't think I would. I don't have enough interest in Battlefield to go like this is a day one purchase for me and all that, unless everybody in the Discord was like, "Oh, we're all so hyped for this, we're all getting it."
Yeah.
Like unless I felt I was missing out on something, I wouldn't. But
yeah,
I'm really interested to see how it ranks against COD 2.
Yeah,
because I feel. Yeah, like Black Ops 6 was pretty solid last year. In my opinion.
did well. Like Microsoft were happy with it, and I think, I mean, on a personal level, I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with the zombies, the campaign, and the multiplayer, which is unheard of for me. So, very curious to see what they do with Black Ops 7. Kind of crazy that we're saying that because the idea of Black Ops 7 is nuts. But yeah, it's been a while since we've had dueling. We've had that sort of Battlefield versus COD thing.
COD and Battlefield, yeah.
Yeah, because Warzone happened. So,
yeah. Although apparently the rumor is that Battlefield 6, they are looking to bring back Firestorm, whatever their Battle Royale mode. I don't know how well that's going to go for them. And these days, I feel like the Battle Royale thing is just like...
They don't need it anymore.
I think we're kind of over it.
Fortnite took all the... Like, if anybody wants to play a Battle Royale now, they play Fortnite. That's...
Yeah. It's the Battle Royale.
Yeah, the fact that it's had so much longevity is kind of testament to the fact that just the player base just doesn't seem to stop.
Oh, but the nerds on the internet, it'll die. It's dead. It's dead. It's dying.
They've got their hooks in other stuff though. Like it's more of a platform, and the fact that it's not really Achievement Hunter friendly, we don't touch it. But people have what is it, like that Rock Band version of Fortnite?
They've got plays that a lot.
Yeah,
and the racing thing, and
yeah. It's like taken all these very popular games of the last 10 years and just kept people in it for a reason to keep going.
They've also got the Lego one. They've got the Counter-Strike one. Like whatever your flavor of game is, you can go in as Leonardo and play one of them. I mean,
Yeah, and I guess that's kind of COD has always been trying to push in that space, right, with their kind of ridiculous skins and all that kind of stuff to kind of capture that Fortnite audience. And like Battlefield have been very much like, no, we're going to keep this modern military and just kind of not ridiculous, which I think there's definitely an appetite for. But I'm just curious, like how big an appetite, especially again the 100 million players is like a rumored figure that they won't confirm. But like if they want anything close to that, I'm very curious to see if the people.
it's ambitious.
It's very
yeah,
ambitious.
What wasn't the conversation about the 100 million players though? Like, let's shoot for the stars, and then if we fall.
Yeah, sure, and
Like,
and again,
sure,
it's like over
it's
time.
dependent.
Obviously, it's
Yeah.
not like day one, but like that's still getting any game to be played by 100 million different people over any period of time is a pretty big fucking ask.
I was gonna say we didn't put a topic in there too, but I just want to mention at the same time their EA's mentality around rematch.
Oh
as
yes,
well.
yeah, they did. They mentioned rematch in their underscore, and they're like, yeah, we love competition, and it's like, what? Yeah.
Rematch is an indie
great.
game that hit like 5 million, which I'm really surprised they hit 5 mil.
Well, it was on
First
Game
of all.
Pass and PlayStation Plus, right? So
True,
they kind of make it
yeah.
easy for people to play it. But I know what you mean.
Good for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And like they're like, oh yeah, we love competition. And it's like, well, you're not really competing. Like people, I don't think people who are like, oh, I got to get FIFA. No, I definitely need to play rematch. I mean, maybe on the surface because they're both soccer games, but the way it was always rematch was always pitched to me was it's basically Rocket League without the cars. I was like, yeah, okay,
Not wrong.
yeah,
I'm just thinking in terms of a general consumer though. Do you just see soccer and just go like, this is a soccer game, I'm playing it for that?
yeah,
Or
probably.
whether
I mean,
you
that's
drive that association from another game.
potentially, yeah. I mean, to be fair, like it's not like you have like names in the game or anything in terms of like licenses for actual soccer teams and that kind of stuff, like you do with the way FIFA used to be. What do they call it now?
Yeah, what?
EAFC or whatever.
That's the one thing that rematch has over them though. It's just the fact that it won't get delisted
That's true.
because of
Yeah,
licensing issues.
yeah, that is true. And now they just need to add the fighting system from Sifu into the game for when you get into an argument with another player.
Don't you give me a red card?
Exactly. Suplex. In Captain Obvious news here, Microsoft's Xbox hardware revenue continues a 18-month decline. So
Yes.
yep, they've reported 22% decline in hardware revenue for Q4, and it seems to be pretty consistent. And obviously, as we all know, they've basically de-emphasized hardware as part of their strategy, and they've kind of just let it atrophy and die. There isn't really too much to say here outside of like Microsoft keeps saying that they're invested in hardware, but I don't really know what the fuck that means when this is happening.
Yeah, and Nintendo said that they'd have a 3-pillar system with their Wii, the Game Boy, and the DS.
This is true.
Sure.
And now they have a one-pillar
Like-
system.
They sure do.
Yeah.
They just meshed all that into one.
The only hardware I can see them investing is like outside of their own. I'm wondering if they count stuff like improving the. I don't want to say operating, like with the ROG Ally and that kind of stuff, and
Sure, like Windows
This-
Mobile.
if
Well, yeah.
yeah, if they're counting that.
I guess so, but I mean, like, we're getting to that time now where it's like we're starting to think about like what does the next Xbox look like, right? Which first of all is crazy because I feel like we barely got started with this one, but we are getting to that 2027 is the rumor that we're going to start talking about this stuff. Like,
I'm wondering if we get to the point of it's just like everything retro just comes back, and we're just like, this is a game console, but you can also open a Word document on it.
yeah, okay, so they're just circling back to it's a PC, yeah,
Just circling back to the personal PC.
yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
It's like this is your game console. It is primarily made for games and all that, but you can do all this other stuff.
Look at all the spreadsheet stuff you can do. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, thank you, camera. Do you guys feel like you've gotten the most out of your series consoles?
Absolutely.
I really
not.
like this. I'm direct competition to that statement because like I really like Series X. I really liked the quick resume.
Sure.
Um,
If we're talking about features, like I love that there's 0 load times. That's great.
Yeah. I got no problem with the device
like
itself.
you go back to the Xbox One and you're like, oh my god, how did we ever survive with this? Like these load
360.
times are
Yeah, I know.
But okay, it depends on which way you view it, right? In terms of gaming and all that, I think this generation is like one of the weakest, if not the weakest, that we've had in terms of like delivering banger hits.
Microsoft in particular, you mean?
But I'm just saying across the board.
Across the board? Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
yeah.
I think Nintendo is the only one that is delivering now with the Switch 2, and that's only the fact that it's a new console.
It just came out, yeah. I guess, and you
it just
specify you're talking about like first party titles, right? Yeah.
But then I'm just wondering. Then at the same time, is it just because my habits as a consumer have changed? Is it like I play so much more games now compared to like I would say 10 to 15 years ago? Is it better to have 1 or 2 like 9, 10s out of 10s compared to having a solid 7 or 8 every 3 months?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one because like I'm personally I'm in a bit of a gaming rut at the moment, you know. And I can squarely point the finger at Clear Obscure for ruining video games for me. It's like the minimum.
I was gonna say though, that's
yeah.
It's that kind of thing of just like there's been some absolute bangers this year, and it's becoming very hard to pick a game of the year. But then at the same time, it's not coming from Microsoft now, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Although, like I said, Nintendo is probably the only one that's kind of still that's their central part of their strategy because they don't share with anybody. But in terms of like, if they were to announce the next Xbox at like Gamescom or at Game Awards or they show it off at whatever, and they're like, hey, it's coming out in 2027. Are you guys like, cool, I'm hyped, I'm getting one day one. Like, is this like cool, we're super into it? Or you're like, I'm actually pretty happy with what I've got for now, and I'm not really seeing... I mean, yeah, again, I know it will depend on what they're offering, what's exclusive, like what are the new features.
First thing I was going to say was, what are they offering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even have a Series X yet. I still have a Series S, and I'm fine with it. So if they were like hard cut, everything from here on's technically backwards compatible, emulate it somehow, and all the other stuff is brand new like they used to do, then yeah, I'll get the new one day one.
Sure.
But if it's just another, up step a little bit, and it's this new console that has slightly better power, and I'll probably stick with this series for now.
Yeah, it really depends on how they end up using it because like I've got both the Series S and the X, and the Series S is great for like a little bedroom kind of console for me. But as long as physical media's all around, that's where you're usually going to find the best deals.
That's true. Although having said that, I haven't bought a physical game in a very, very long time. I was thinking about it the other day though. I was like, I should probably go and check out try and find some good deals. But
I haven't, but it's only because I'm much more remote now. It takes me like an hour to get to an EB.
Sure, yeah, that does. Yeah.
But then you use the S and you use the X, and you can notice the difference between them. It's just the fact that the S is so, like, it's tiny. It's easy to... You can use it as a travel console. And it's great, especially when you're dealing with Game Pass indies, but... Hardware's going to continue... Going back to the topic, hardware's going to continue to decline, though.
Yeah,
it's
they haven't done anything about it. I think they're just kind of letting it go, right?
But is it going to be like one of those point of, we've heard so many rumors about a portable... Like, is the ROG Ally going to be their test of doing it, or is it they're going to do a first-party one, or...
I mean, the rumor was they shelved the first-party one for now, and I think that's probably the smart move, to be honest. Like, I don't think... Like, if you think about the kinds of people who would buy an Xbox now, like, it's a small number, and then the kinds of people who would buy an Xbox that was a handheld that was more expensive than, like, twice as expensive as the boxes, Like that's an even smaller margin, and like I don't even think we're in that group.
So, what if they did the PlayStation Go
Portal, PlayStation Portal.
Portal? Yeah. What if they did something like that? That was like, say, half the price of a Series S.
But the thing
Would you
is
pick
that
one of
like that's always why I found it a bit strange. Is that the whole this is an Xbox marketing thing they're pushing is that like you can play this on any device. We don't really need a dedicated device for it. Like
Yeah, my new TV can play Xbox games.
exactly, and like Microsoft already have like the Surface as their like tablet solution, right? Like you can buy a Surface, and like yeah, it's not like Xbox, but it's like it's Microsoft. You can run all that stuff on there, you know. And but yeah, like to Shane's point, like you just played on the TV. Like it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense for them to enter this handheld market unless they have a really really interesting innovative idea, which given the way their hardware is going, just doesn't seem like the right move for them. But I also feel weird about them being like, yeah, we're definitely doing another Xbox though. And I'm like, are you though? Like, what does that even mean? Like the company has gone into like the last like 18 months in terms of like their shift to third party isn't just, oh yeah, we're letting our games go to other platforms. It's like, yeah, we're letting our games go to other platforms and we're kind of like not doing anything on our side to support you for playing them on our platforms. They're like, well, we'll make money either way. We don't really care about you playing it on an Xbox. It's like, well, you play it through our systems, goes through our payment providers. Like, we take a cut on every. I didn't put it in the news this week, but Microsoft are talking about how they are the top sellers on both the Xbox and the PlayStation stores in terms of published games.
So the interesting thing with that though is, I'm wondering, are we getting to a point there where as a conversation that I brought up to, I think it was you or maybe it was Kia in one of the parties this week, was like, surely there is a Sony executive somewhere going like, Microsoft has like 6 games in our top 10. Like maybe it's not the worst idea in the world to bring out a test game on Xbox and see how well it does.
And so
are we leaving money on the table? Well, there's Helldivers 2.
Yes, that was the first one.
There was a few games that apparently are being rumored at the moment. There was a Lego Horizon one.
Oh, okay.
What if we test that on?
Because that's on Switch currently as well.
Yeah. So games like that, I think the rumor was like if they're live service games and all that, that definitely makes sense, right?
Sure.
Because you want as large an audience to support those games. Whether it ends up being a case of first party eventually goes.
I mean, that's the question, right? Like, if God of War ends up on an Xbox, then I'm like, okay, yeah, this is some serious shit.
I imagine someday we might get achievements in God of War while they're getting trophies in Gears of War.
Like, yeah, right. That's when you know things are crazy.
The legacy I kind of want Phil Spencer to leave behind is like Game Pass has knocked down the walls, and any game you ever want to play is the only limitation of you playing it on that platform is terms of power.
Sure. Or the developers wanting to port it.
Or the developers want to port it to,
Yeah.
But you'll have those people out there that just go like, I really love Resident Evil. I'm going to play it on every single platform it's available to.
Yeah, I know there are some sickos in our
I need to
that.
ask Keo if he's going to buy a Switch.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Switch.
I was gonna say if Nintendo ever release achievements on their platform.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's gonna be some people that are just like, all right, that's another stack.
There's a couple. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. But
yeah, I get what you're saying. It is an interesting thing to be like, yeah, is a Sony exec going, yeah, actually, let's maybe start feeding some of the stuff back to Xbox and make a couple of bucks.
Because they don't care about exclusivity at the end of the day. They just care about making money.
Well, they do care about exclusivity
but if it drives money, you know what I mean?
Exactly. If it drives console sales and keeps their market share above Xbox, right? Like, that's what they care about. Which, again, you're right, leads back to them having more money and basically clipping the ticket on every game that gets sold on their platform.
If it was a mentality of Xbox was the major... like the dominant party in the industry, and PlayStation was the underperformer, and they still had the same mentality. I don't see them doing it, but as long as they're the ones that are selling the most consoles and all that, I do believe there is probably a Zek out there thinking like, yeah, we can easily make more money on this. Let's start trying it with our games from like, what's God of War 2018, 2019?
2018, yeah. Yeah, like I'd love to see, like
Testing of those
even if
games.
some of the older stuff, the same way they do with PC at the moment. I feel like it makes a lot of sense for them to go, well, let's do PC and Xbox then, because they're basically going to become the same thing.
But is it Xbox PC? Is it Xbox on PC? Is it PC Game Pass? Like, what's it called? They need to figure that out
They
too.
need to figure that shit
Their
out.
yeah, their marketing is lacking hard.
Yeah.
Wasn't there something on TA today about them changing the name again or something?
I think it was an opinion article about like how it's a bit of a mess. Yeah.
Oh, still struggling with the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
But where can I find
Xbox,
boobies?
Xbox on PC.
That's the important thing.
Well, good luck, because a bunch of shit has been delisted. So, I don't. Did you guys cover? I don't know if you covered this last week, Cameron.
I don't. I think it was like very early
Sure.
in the week. It became more of a topic. Like they've been doing this for
Yeah, last week or two.
a while.
Yeah. So, for those who don't know, some payment processes. So your Mastercard and Visas. I'm combining them. Have been pressured by a right-wing conservative group called Collective Shout to basically put pressure on game publishers and storefronts to basically remove games that are they're of a not safe for work nature from being sold, and basically telling them that if they don't, they won't do business with them anymore. So immediately, of course, Steam, Valve caved immediately and removed anything that has a not safe for work tag on it, basically, that was being sold. And that's also happened across on itch.io and a bunch of other platforms that use these payment processors. It's a multi-level complex issue in terms of like from a legal perspective how this all works, but it's a bit of a fucking mess. But what it boils down to basically is that Mastercard in particular were like, well, we don't want our brand associated with anything that's R18, even if you flag it that way and you put age gates and all the other like measures in place. We're getting too much heat from this, so we're just gonna stop working with you unless you remove them. As you probably expect, people are pretty fucking unhappy about this. But it is one of those things where you don't want to come out and be the guy being like, "Give me my porn games," because then you're a weird dude. But I think like outside of that, like there's a larger issue of like censorship here and like freedom of speech and being able to make the kind of games as an art form that you want to be able to make. I don't know. Any initial thoughts?
Yeah, so you guys said you didn't talk about this last week, right?
Yeah, I don't think we did.
Yeah, so it started with, I think most people would agree that we don't want games about sexually assaulting women and minors, et cetera, et cetera. And that's where it started.
Yeah.
But again, it comes down to a slippery slope where, okay, that's not safe for work, so they take those off. And then it's, okay, how about no sex at all? And okay, how about sexy women or sexy men or no shooting? And it comes down to censorship where we don't want to go, hey, we really like our rape games. That's not
That's
yuck.
not the take. Yeah, but yeah.
But then
man,
like I mean,
we
if
can't
that's
let
a
them-
part of the storytelling and all that, and then you take the, it
I
could
don't
be
think
a
Cuckold
case
Princess is doing much for the narrative landscape of gaming, but yeah, like
That's
where do you draw that line?
It's the
is
Voltaire
problem.
thing, right?
Pre-
Like, yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, literally.
My belief is that it should operate into a framework of like addressing the legal standards of these games, like stuff like rape and all that, fucking appear, right? But we shouldn't get to the point of creative expression.
Yeah. And
Within limits, right? Like,
I mean,
But what's that limit?
what is that limit, right? And,
Yeah,
and
that's the
also, who
problem.
decides that limit?
It's overreach. Well, at the very least, it shouldn't be payment.
Exactly.
platforms.
I think that's the key
Yes.
thing, is that like payment processes being the arbiter of like what is allowed and what isn't is just insane to me as a concept. Like, I can understand a storefront being like, hey, we don't like again, like this was how Steam used to work, right? It was like they didn't have any not safe for work stuff on their platform at all. They were like, we just like no, we're just
Oh yeah, that's right.
for like a long time, and then they're like, okay, we're going to create a category for it. You have to opt in to be able to see it. Like they had gates on it to make sure that it wasn't just exposed to the general public. And like obviously there's a shitload of trash and like horrific stuff and like
Yeah.
yeah. And
there have been games before this that have come up in conversation that rightly deserve to be banned.
yeah.
But it is getting to that point now where I do feel like some groups like Collective Shout have gotten a little bit of a power high. They've gotten the bad games taken out, and they're seeing how far they can go with it.
Well, yeah, because again, they're like a conservative Christian group that think that like anything that's immoral in their eyes shouldn't exist, which I think is insane. And like, look,
Yeah.
there is so much shit out there that I do not agree with, right? But at the end of the day, if you're making a fucking video game that is harming no human being, and you want to make it about some weird fucked up shit that you want to do, and like I can understand Steam being or itch.io being like, well, we don't agree with this, we don't want to host it on our platform. That's one thing, right? That's
fine.
That's
Yeah.
totally fair. You're like, hey, this is our platform. We don't want to be associated with that. And if they were like, cool, we'll like sell it on like we'll do like a Patreon or we'll do like they'll do something, right? We're like, well, we want to.
They'll find some
Exactly, right? But the idea that like the fact that it's like the payment of like being able to pay for any like to buy and support an artist that you know if they make something that is a like weird niche hentai game that you're super into that's kind of weird and fucked up, like that should be your prerogative. Like it's like it shouldn't have anything to do with the payment processes. Like again, you're harming no human beings in this. Like I want to be super clear about this.
Yeah. Well, IGD.
My problem. Go ahead.
I was going to say IGDA put their position out, which is to be clear, the IGDA does not condone or support content that promotes or fetishizes sexual violence, non-consensual sexual acts, or the sexualization of minors. These forms of content are incompatible with IGDA's values and the ethical standards of responsible game development.
Yeah.
Advocacy focuses specifically on developers creating consensual, lawful, and ethically developed games, and we support clear, consistent content policies, not vague or overly broad censorship. Games, like any medium of artistic expression, can explore themes of intimacy, pleasure, trauma, or identity. When creating ethically and distributed legally, these works deserve to be evaluated fairly, transparently, and contextually, not swept aside due to the stigma or third-party pressure. I've got a perfect example of this too. When I used to work as a bank teller, there was a small business that wanted to get a business loan because they were going to start manufacturing behind sex toys,
Sure.
that kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And they couldn't secure that business loan because of that. And it's
Moralization, yeah.
Moralization, which to me is crazy because it's you shouldn't be able to like have that level of oversight. I don't morally agree with this, so I'm going to prevent you from going ahead.
Especially if it harms like no one, right? Like I can understand some people being like, "Oh, hey, you're a weapons manufacturer. I don't know if I necessarily want to be in support of killing other humans," but it's like
I can understand that.
Like, yeah, right, and that's what I'm right with this, where it's like, this is gonna get clipped out of context, but the whole thing where it's like
Clippers. Let's go.
The whole idea of being like, well, you know, like you've made something that is morally reprehensible in terms of like a piece of media, right? Like if you've made something that again, like I get why like the IGDA have taken this position because it's the correct position to take, right? Is that hey, we don't support fucked up things, people making fucked up things, but we do support people being able to express themselves in art and make their own things, right? Because that's a defensible position. But it's like I think you know like there's the idea that you couldn't have sexual assault in a video game because it's morally wrong, I think is a bit backwards in terms of like if that makes sense for the story that you're telling, maybe. I know this is a weird, like I know like a weird.
It's right? Like it could be driving the characters like story, their actions and all that, and removing that piece of it
Yeah,
well,
just
then
because it
what's their
touches on
motivations? What's the
exactly
fight?
because it touches on a subject that is emotionally charged and really fucked up. The idea being that well, you just can't have like those games can't exist. Like you can't have
Oh,
that, and obviously there's a sliding scale of how appropriate you can implement that and how tasteful all that is. But the thing is like again, that's up for people to decide when they want to buy something or not. It shouldn't be a payment process of being like, he's like yeah, your thing ticked one of the boxes. We don't associate it with any of that. Like yeah, I don't know. And again,
yeah.
and I want to come back to harming nobody. Like, we're not talking about anything real here. We're not talking about weird snuff films or fucked up shit like that. We are literally talking about fake video games. Just
Can I
want
give
a
you
big,
another
big
example?
circle around that. Like, I think that's the thing that's getting lost in this as well.
Can I, outside of like sexual assault and stuff
Yeah.
like that, I'll give you another example of this government overreach when it comes to stuff like Australia is a perfect example of this when it comes to drug use, right?
Yes, absolutely.
How many games have we had banned in the past because of positive effects from drug use?
Yeah, there's a whole mission in Saints Row 4 where it's like you smoke crack out of a broken light bulb and you get superpowers. And they cut that whole mission out of the game because they were like, well, you can't show drugs having any positive impact.
And it falls run afoul of that government a lot too. Because, yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, where it's like, well, again, like you said, harming nobody. It's a fucking video game. The idea that, yeah, government overreach can, yeah, I'm with you.
I would be much more okay with this too if they basically said like, all right, this game is an issue with us and all that. You need to put a big red disclaimer front of page and all that. That
yeah,
we go the route of like we don't think that your systems are strong enough, and then you really need to like hammer this point home.
Right, and
because I'm not picking up my credit card and all that and immediately going like, oh man, they're really supporting like porn games on Steam. I'm gonna stop using this company.
Stop using Visa. Yeah.
See, that's my problem is the payment processors. If Steam, like we said earlier, was okay, no more rape games, gone, I'd be like, cool, yeah. Thank you, good. Not some third party dude who doesn't even know what video games are that just heard about it from some intern or something. It's like, oh, yeah, sign that off. Sure, I don't want that. Like
that.
To me, it's the problem is the people that are probably making these decisions at a payment processor company, don't understand what they're even doing. They don't care.
Yeah.
They're just trying. They're just playing HR, pretty much.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean this is the same as like saying like, all right, we're going to ban all R movies again.
Yeah.
Like, except like people understand film and entertainment like a lot more than they do video games when it comes to like old school values.
Yeah, and like video games have tackled, video games are a relatively young medium, and like tackling like that freedom of expression, be able to, like, again, you get back to like the video nasties thing of like the UK back in the day, where there were just like a bunch of things got added to a list of like, well, these are morally reprehensible videos, so they're illegal to sell or illegal to rent, and it's like that's just kind of like that's what a rating system is for. That's what's like, I know there's the like think of the children bullshit, right? Where it's like that the moral like the hand wringing of like, oh no, what if kids see this thing? It's like, well, they shouldn't. Like the whole point is that like we can't kid proof literally everything in the world, and the stuff that we do, we make like very clear that it's like not for kids, and if kids get a hold of it, that's more a failing on the parents' part than anything.
Yeah.
But no one wants to have that fucking conversation, because that's just, that's the whole fucking thing. But
I feel like whenever the conversation comes to kids, it's like one party passing blame onto another of like, no, you should be.
Yeah, exactly.
It should always be the parents.
Yeah, which is like, again, not an easy job, but like that's the reality of it.
I think it's a position of Hall of Gamers that if any not safe for work game developers want to, sponsor us, we're down for it. Totally down.
I mean, like 100%.
Yeah, but how are we collecting that payment? You haven't thought this ahead.
I'll deal with it. Don't worry. I'll have them mail order
brown
me.
bag it.
I'll
It's fine.
handle it.
You'll drive to one side of the parking lot. I'll drive to another, and we'll just slowly meet up in the middle and throw a bag across, and we'll suddenly have new mics and
a lot of work.
Brand new cameras, and we'll have our whole studio. Oh man, but yeah, it is.
I do worry like how far they're going to like push stuff like this.
Well, I mean, this on top of the other stuff happening in the UK and the EU at the moment with the age verification stuff going on with like them, which is like crazy.
Like Australia.
Yeah, Australia was looking to, again, like it's crazy that it's like that's even happening. They were like, oh yeah, just upload a photo of yourself or your ID to this random black box that we don't tell you where it goes, and then you can access the internet if you want. Like,
how many companies in Australia have had security breaches in the last?
Even if the government was running this, I wouldn't fucking trust them with it. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Especially.
Like, holy shit.
They, in recent news, like for us, they're banning you, like they're treating YouTube as a social media platform now, and they are banning for under 16s, and I think that is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think it
because
might. Yeah.
I like, okay, there's two minds about it. There's definitely some stuff that kids shouldn't.
I mean, kids using social media at all is its own fucking discussion point, but yeah.
But I do think, in terms of a educational piece, there is definitely benefits to having
having access to all the video of the entire human race. Yeah, like there's definitely there's some good stuff in there. Most of it's trash, but like. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, again, like there's a whole thing around like should kids be having access to the internet and social media at all is a hot button issue. But I feel like this
definitely got thoughts on that.
Yeah, the direction they've gone with this, I feel like is so dystopian. I can't believe it happened. Like,
man, let me tell you about America 2025 and dystopian things that we didn't think were going to happen, and they're happening. So.
We're on the worst timeline.
Every week after the podcast, I'm just gonna repost that drink verification can green text from the Xbox. I'm like, we're not that far off from that, you know.
Oh boy.
Anyway, let's move on. What else have we got this week?
Something weird.
Cameron, you grabbed a couple extra news stories here.
Yeah, so Assassin's Creed Black Flag actor says Ubisoft threatened to sue him after he teased a remake.
Whoops.
So Matt Ryan, who plays Edward Kenway, was filmed at a convention in June, hinting at a fan that a remake was on the way. Ryan was filmed asking a fan if they'd been in the game. When the fan replied that they had been in the original, Ryan said, "Well, you may have to beat it again." Now in a new video posted to TikTok and removed, Ryan has been filmed at another convention explaining that he got into trouble for his previous comments. So, Gamescom? Anybody?
I mean, probably.
This is the worst kept rumor.
Yeah, to be fair, this has been like, oh no, wait, what, a Black Flag remake? I never could have seen this coming. Like, everyone's like one of the most popular Assassin's Creed games ever made. They're going to remake it in this.
Yeah, like the most popular one. I think most people point to that one as like their favorite.
Yeah.
Can I just say, it's going to be so funny, this self-own that Ubisoft gives itself when this game does well compared to
the other ones. Yeah, well, compared to Shadows. Oh, the Shadows. Apparently, Shadows has.
No. I'm saying compared to what's the game?
Skull and Bones.
What's the other game?
You do it.
Skull and Bones. That's it. I couldn't think of the other word.
Yeah,
it's going to be like Skull and Bones sold abysmally, and Black Flag is amazing.
I'm playing through Assassin's Creed again right now, and it's good, but I'd probably play Black Flag again. I'd be curious, like how much of a remake it would be. Like, I'd feel like it'd need to. It's been a long time, but yeah, I'm keen.
Wonder if they do it as like more of a standalone kind of.
Probably.
Like if it's like a serves its own story.
To Cameron's point, like they have the bones and Skull and Bones, just make that Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Make it Assassin's Creed 4.
I mean, to be fair to Skull and Bones, they have like their new season stuff has like you getting off the boat and fighting and stuff. They have.
Really? Of course, I missed that.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they haven't done all the integration stuff. Like, borrowed from doing some Far Cry stuff and some Assassin's Creed and just like leaning into the other IPs that
I don't know, like
they do own.
Ubisoft is in such a weird place right now with them splitting off their franchises to other
Mm-hmm.
like subsidiaries and stuff that I'm like, I don't know what's going on over there in terms of their like cross pollination and actually like strategy outside of like yeah.
Yeah, but you're right, Cameron. When I played it, I remember going through and going, "There's got to be like an Assassin's Creed something or a Far Cry something," and there's not. There is no crossover to any of their
It's
other
so blank,
franchises, which
yeah.
is a huge missed opportunity, I
Considering
think.
how long they had to develop it, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's crazy. Like, I could understand it, being like day one and all that, not seeing that kind of stuff. But like the fact that they haven't done any, I don't want to say DLC, but like any like skins or that like. I mean, you get Assassin's Creed games now, and you get skins to all the other stuff all the time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Again, I was very
Expired
surprised.
had so many maps like that fed into their other IPs. Man, they shouldn't
No
have backed that
references
game
to
before they did
Abstergo or the Templars. No references to any kind of Far Cry. I was because I expect that kind of thing, especially from a ongoing live service game by a huge developer. You would think that there'd be something there, but no, there wasn't. Not a thing.
I mean, look, I'm just surprised that they're still continuing to support it, to be honest, because I think like
Also, yes.
that's the biggest surprise. To me. So maybe that comes in season 2 stuff where they're like, okay, we're now going to do some more with this game. We're going to kind of integrate it a bit more. I don't know.
I'm wondering if it's more forced because I believe they did get funding from the Singaporean government to
True,
work. So
that's true.
They
They
might have
had to put it
support
out,
for a number of
as
years.
far as I'm aware. So
But yeah, this is pretty much it for that story. And
yeah,
just
bit
wanted
awkward that he got
bring it up.
recorded and with that and kind of spilled the beans a little bit, but it is one of the worst kept secrets in the game.
Yeah, that sucks. I feel like just supporting a fan in that moment, and then it's just yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to quickly mention is Xbox Wire put out a little article on stuff that is playable at Gamescom, including Silksong.
Oh, when's Gamescom?
Close. It is August 20th and 21st.
Okay, so not too far away.
Oh, I will be.
Yeah.
I will
So
be
we will
listening to that on the
probably-
road then. Good to know.
We'll probably get some bigger games news in the next 2 weeks.
Mm.
They're going to have 20 titles to play, including first public hands-on opportunities for multiple games. Play Hollow Knight Silksong with a new demo on PC or ROG Ally X. So it's good that they're showing that off as well. Xbox booth will also include a theater experience for The Outer Worlds 2, and for those who can't attend, you can check out the broadcast live for the 2 days that they do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just quickly going through the list of stuff for the booth, you're going to have like ROG Ally and ROG Ally X, Grounded 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle to celebrate their Order of Giants DLC.
Mm-hmm.
World's Edge is going to be doing some stuff with Age of Empires and Age of Empires Retold, which we found out yesterday had 65 million players now
Wow.
for series. Which is
I mean, people
crazy.
love that. Like that is where RTS is these days.
And then Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 is going to have a new city update.
Okay, interesting.
Other games: Hollow Knight, Silksong, Borderlands 4, Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Metal Gear Solid, Delta, Snake Eater, EA Sports FC 26, and Nemo. I don't think of. You had a Nemo?
Nemo. That sounds vague.
Yeah, it's like AI cat looking thing. Was that it, or was it the Pokemon looking thing?
I think it was the Pokemon one, right? The one that looked like you're like, oh, that's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the one that was like, oh, hey, that's Power World, right? And everyone's like, nope,
Oh, yep.
definitely not.
Action RPG
Legally
Pokemon
distinct.
game. Okay.
Then it goes to the Grand, which I'm pretty keen
Yeah, that
to
looks really good.
do
That one, yeah.
Impressions. Power Wash Simulator 2, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Intergrade.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Remake Intergrade?
Yeah, so remake is the first one.
Oh,
Rebirth is the most recent one. So Integrate is
okay.
the one that has the extra stuff they added to bridge them.
yeah.
So it's
Like
like
Yuffie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 16, Invincible Versus, Super Meat Boy 3D, Chronos the New Dawn, and Mistfall Hunter.
Nice.
I'm curious to see people's, expressions from that. Other than that, World of Warcraft, their next expansion, Midnight, with a dedicated booth. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which is going to be revealed opening night live. Xbox Play Anywhere at Gamescom, gaming for everyone, and then just live shows on the floor.
And then they've got a couple of like live streams and stuff. I think they're doing a Bethesda one and other bits and pieces. Yeah, so I mean, I don't usually expect too much from Gamescom, to be honest, in terms of like, what do you like? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's not typically the first party stuff, but I do always watch Opening Night Live now because it does kind of give an indication of the next few months in terms of third party content.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, definitely having Jeff Keighley like curate the show and all that, you definitely see those indie games that, like, what was it? That one that was like mid-year, the puppet one.
Oh yeah.
The fighting one with the real life,
the boxing puppet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, I want games like that. I want those like indie gems like that just get shown off, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, fair.
I need it. Yeah, games. Man, I want to go to Gamescom again. It is honestly such a moment in gaming that it's so much to discover.
Yeah, it'd be really
But
cool.
yeah,
I've never been, but it's like the biggest in terms of attendance, right, in the world in terms of.
250,000.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Crazy.
Oh,
And Cologne is beautiful.
I want to go to Gamescom.
Yeah,
Or Germany.
maybe
Yeah,
one
that'd
day,
be cool too.
one day we'll do a Gamescom trip. Just to, I mean, it might just be an excuse to go to Europe, to be honest. But
Like walking alongside the Rhine River, getting breakfast in Cologne, going to see that cathedral is like one of the most incredible buildings I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, sounds good to me.
Just crazy.
I do like how they list Overwatch 2 among the games they'll be featuring. Like, really? That one, huh?
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
forgot about that. That exists. Yeah. We also have our Game Pass updates. We haven't got the next wave yet of what's coming out, but we do know a few things coming in August. We had Farming Simulator join on the 1st. Madden NFL 26 is coming, has a trial coming August 11th. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is coming to standard on the 12th. And then Gears of War Reloaded is August 26th, although I think a lot of people have gotten codes for that if you had the originals. Yes.
And I didn't put it in here, but we discussed it last night. Hurdling is coming out August 21st, as leaked by the app.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait.
And then in terms of stuff leaving, we've got Persona 3 Reload, which is a really, really good game. Anthem and Farming Simulator 22. Anthem's a bit of a bastard one because they've also delisted it from sale. So if you haven't bought it and you've started it, like me, I'm going to have a very busy 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get that done.
You reckon you're going to get it done in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
It's not bad. If he hits it hard, yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I've already started it, and actually we could probably transition right into some of that stuff pretty shortly. Patreon.com/HallOfGamers if you want to help support the show. A huge thank you to Old Mate Clown, Cavalier07, Hack and Pone, Kung Fu Skills, Happy Moogles, Admiral Awesome, The Tolinator, Lee Howard, Left for Legacy, and Venom's AU. Without you guys, we literally couldn't afford to do the show, so thank you so much. We do try and do extra content from. I know I've been really bad about Lights, Camera, and Action, but we haven't been able to get Jake back because he's been so fucking busy. But we will try and record that second part for Sonic 3 and have that out this month. I fucking hope. I apologize. I have been traveling for work and for leisure as well, which has made scheduling difficult, as you've probably noticed over the last couple of weeks. We also have the Bimestral Burden, which is our monthly theme that we do every 2 months. And for July and August, it's co-coping. You and your buddies against the world, team up, play co-op games. So Anthem is if you're doing Anthem, that's a great co-op example to get onto because the game's a lot easier with more people for sure. But yeah, let's get into what we've been playing. I can go first because again, I've been away. I literally only got back into town on Thursday, so I've had maybe 2 or 3 days to play stuff. I did the Everspace 2 DLC, the latest one. And you're probably going, it had a new DLC? I was like, yes, it did. It is a like story continuation that kind of goes on from as kind of like an epilogue with a few extra missions. They've added like 4 new zones, bunch of new fun enemies to fight. some new ship, a new ship you can use, new weapons, and a new crafting system. Overall, like 6 to 8 hours. Only got one kind of like slightly annoying achievement in it. I had a really good time with it. It was fun. It was cool, kind of seeing where the story goes. I'm curious if they're going to do any more with the game because it has been a couple of years now. But the way they kind of ended is like, oh, cool, the universe is open. Let's see. And I'm like, is this like a Everspace 3 scenario where they're like, we're kind of done with this one now. We're kind of going to move on to the next thing. I'm not sure, but if you like the original game, like if you like Everspace 2, it's just more of the same. With fun dialogue and interesting characters and some kind of fun, some sort of nice little quality of life improvement stuff as well. So definitely recommend it. I also been playing a lot more Assassin's Creed Odyssey, just kind of throwing hours into it because I'm 50 hours in now and I'm kind of getting over it now. I'm like, I kind of would have loved this game to have wrapped up by now, but I've still got a lot more to go and I haven't even touched the DLC yet. So we'll see how that goes. There's just like going through Greece is so beautiful, and like anytime you do like one of the panoramic like synchronization shots, I'm just like, this world is incredible. And it's also from a structural perspective, like I feel like a lot better than Shadows, which is the most recent kind of Assassin's Creed in that kind of format that I've played. Just the way that the kind of game works and the environment, and I feel like Greece is just a lot like it's just a beautiful place to explore. But I am kind of fucking over it. I gotta be honest. Like the game does not change that much. The story is not quite that interesting, and the side quest stuff is kind of not great. But I'm getting through it. It's my project game. And then it's Anthem. So I know you guys talked a little bit about Anthem last week. I started it, and now that it's leaving Game Pass, I'm going to have to finish it. And I don't know. It's really average. It's definitely not.
It feels like day one.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, hey, we got to the base level of this game working, and we were going to add all this cool stuff, and then EA just.
It feels like a beta. Like it is like in terms of like there's like 4 or 5 different mission types that all involve you either going to an area and shooting some enemies, going to an area, shooting some enemies and opening some boxes, going to an area, standing in a zone while you shoot some enemies. And then the dialogue is like kind of not that great. The storytelling is pretty average. I don't really like any of the characters. I'm not invested in it at all. And like obviously I'm kind of doing this at a bit of a clip, but even when I felt like I had like 6 months to work on this game, I was like, I'm not really, none of this is grabbing me. I can kind of see the ideas kind of dotted in there of like, okay, cool. Like you go back to the fort every now and then, and that's kind of going to be like your Normandy where you go around and talk to everyone and kind of, build relationships. But it's like, I barely remember any of the characters' names because they're not with you on a squad or anything. They just kind of sit there and just spout exposition at you for a bit. And then they kind of go away for a bit and maybe come back. Like there's no like loyalty missions or anything. Like it feels so bare bones. The only really good bit is the like, kind of flying around part, right? Which is like the mobility is fun.
Yes.
And like I like the Iron Man stuff, but like also the world out there is kind of not like I was kind of hoping for a few more biomes and kind of maybe more distinct locations, but it kind of just feels like a first go at a map that they kind of threw together that you kind of fly around. I don't know. I'm still relatively early. I haven't finished the story yet. I know the big grind happens after that, but yeah, it's just
it certainly doesn't feel like an EA BioWare game.
Right, exactly. Like it very much feels like a smaller indie title, maybe kind of doing some experimentation of like we're getting into this live service genre thing, like a studio made for this kind of thing. Yeah, definitely not a BioWare game, that's for sure. But that's it. That's all I've had time to play this week. So hoping to do a few more. I picked up the Castlevania Dominus collection, so I'm going to finally get to that.
Heck yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, really looking forward to that because I loved those games when I was younger. Although I know Order of Ecclesia is fucking bullshit. But yeah, that's me. Cameron, what about you?
Pretty much the same thoughts with Anthem. I've been working quite a lot this week, so very much the similar stuff. Only other thing that I have been playing was doing Battlefield 1 with Nick. And that was basically pick up a weapon, kill an enemy, swap the weapon, pick up the weapon, kill the enemy.
So gameplay, quote unquote.
Yeah, getting some gameplay. Just touching the DLC stuff, but I don't know. Runs like a normal Battlefield game. It's fun. Nick's a good motivator. He will message me during the week telling me when I'm 2 hours away from home, hey, this operation that you really need's up now. Do you want to check it out? And it's like, oof. Okay. Other than that, it's been logging in every day to just double check that Super Dungeon Bros gives me new stuff, but we've gone a week straight of getting no new rotations of the challenges. Once I do get that done, it's going to be a nice 7.5 ratio completion, but it's pretty easy just to, log in, check, and then log off. Outside of that, I don't think I've really played anything else this week.
Division 2 a little bit.
Oh yeah, Division 2, and I've been hitting my daily Wordle goals.
Oh, nice.
Wordle is honestly probably the only thing I play each day and really enjoy. But
I like a good crossword, but Wordle's good fun too. Connections has been driving me insane. Fuck connections. That game's bullshit.
Yeah, some of the connections I'm just I don't know how you.
Yeah.
Wordle's just one of those ones that just 5 minutes. Yeah, this is a nice little brain teaser to wake me up.
Shay, what about you?
Boy, man, it's a good thing you guys don't have a streak to keep. I don't get to stop playing. So, I forget where I had said I was at Dishonored last time I was on, but I did finish Dishonored.
Nice. Good work.
Thank God.
Now,
Whoever developed Dunwall City Trials, I hope you don't have a job. What a nightmare, man. The fact that you thought those mechanics were polished enough to do that kind of... No, absolutely not. Bad person. So yeah, I was like, okay. My friends went on vacation that I was playing Outlast Trials with, so I was like, okay, I'll wait for them to come back. Funny enough, they went to Florida too, where I'm going here in a few weeks. So I started the Turnip Boy Robs a Bank, because that was leaving Game Pass. Super cute. Twin stick shooter, roguelite, I guess. Very cool. It's cute. Took I think I did it in a day. No, I did it in 2 days. No, I did it in more than that, actually. I think I spread that out because I've been not playing much. I did the Idolmaster live for you, one of my many import games I got sitting over here.
I think I might have that one sitting around here somewhere.
Oh, do it, because I thought that'd be okay, this will hold me over till they get back a few days. 2 hours, tops.
Oh, wow, okay.
Super easy. All the achievements are, you have to get 90% voltage, which is audience excitement. So as long as you're not failing miserably, you got it. You have to do each song 5 times, play as each girl 5 times, done. Easy peasy. Very quick, easy completion. So I was a little disappointed because again I wanted that to last a little bit. So since I still needed something to play, I switched over to Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer comrades, which I'm still sitting on.
Oh, right.
Start making at least some progress in getting my my stats up, so I can actually finish that game at some point. So I did some grinding, got some achievements, ran into the Kenny Crow guy that you're supposed to randomly run into that is super hard to run into. Got that totally randomly. So yeah, hopefully I'll finish that at some point. And then today, my friends got back, so we were playing Outlast Trials. I got my don't get hit at all 10 times achievement. So that's probably, I'd say the main thing that takes any kind of skill in that game. Mm-hmm. So it's all downhill from here. That game is a lot of fun though. I am really enjoying that game.
I kind of missed that one. I know that a lot of people were talking about, I think because they said they weren't going to add any more content to it, they're kind of done with it.
They flat out said we will not be adding more achievements. We will be continuing to add content, but no achievement.
Perfect.
So I'm like,
I might jump on it.
Cool. Yeah. And it's very easy. It's all grindy. It's just, if you're just playing for fun like I am, you're going to get everything done at some point.
Gotcha.
But obviously you can finagle ways to do it. There's even a trial maker in that, so you could make situations to make it easy for you. So, and those all allow achievements.
Oh,
so
cool.
yeah, no. In terms of Outlast games, very easy, and I think easy in overall. So, but that's pretty much it. I don't know. I've been slowly getting through stuff. Dishonored took a lot of time, so haven't really been playing a whole lot lately.
Have you done any of the others in the series, or are you
Absolutely
going to
not.
touch them?
Maybe the first one because I own it, Otherwise, absolutely not.
Outlast 1 is.
But I know even that one is like, what is it? Beat it on hard without using new batteries or whatever.
Yep, beat it on Insane, and Insane has no saves, so if you die, you go back to the start. And it's the
That does not sound fun.
The two achievements I have left is beat it on Insane and beat it on Insane without replacing your battery once. So I don't know.
If you're going by spooky games that stress me out that I want to do, I will probably do Evil Within before I do Outlast 1.
Oh boy, yeah, that's another fun one.
Yeah, but I feel like that would tick me off less than Outlast.
Yeah.
I feel like when I go back to Outlast 1, though, I'm probably just going to use a Cronus and disable, like, doing the battery
Yeah,
swap.
that's probably the way to go. Yeah.
Like, I don't want any access to that function.
Yeah. At least the DLC had a similar achievement, but at least the DLC was short, so it's like, you kind of like truncate it. But
There's bugs in that you can get out of maps and
yes,
stuff like that.
but I think on the Xbox version you're gonna have a tough time with that. It's very, very tough. But I've definitely looked at a few speedrunning strats for it to every now and then. I've been like, oh, maybe I should go back to that. And I get to like the first couple of parts where I'm like, well, I can't see anything, and this guy just killed me, so fuck this. Yeah, I need to find something to really sink my teeth into as a game that I really, really enjoy, which I just have not found yet.
If you throw yourself at the brick wall enough times, eventually the brick wall will come down.
Yeah,
That's my superpower.
Yep.
That's how I get my completions done.
Brute force!
Yeah. I need external motivators for that because it doesn't seem to work for me otherwise. Because yeah, exactly right.
Unfortunately, Australia banned all those.
Yeah. So we also have the word challenge, everyone's favorite competition where I come up with a game and you guess what it is. On our Discord channel, word challenge. You get one guess per hour, and if you get it right, a GIF that probably doesn't fucking animate will show up, and you win. So I know Legacy won it last time. Good job to him. So I come up with a new one for this week, and the first clue is this game is a handheld game. That's it. That's all you get. Again, the clues will range from unhelpful to basically giving you the answer if you listen to the episode early enough, which is what happened last time. So best of luck to everyone. I'm very curious to see what kind of handheld games you guys put in the word challenge channel. Make sure to copy the game exactly as it is off like TA or the Wikipedia article or whatever, because the bot is very, very, it's using exact expression, so it needs to be exact. But if you get it close enough, I'll give you the album. Obviously, I'll, whatever. But leaderboards. Let's go with Shane. You want to check that out?
Over the hog leaderboards. Oh, okay, I got actually to a link.
Jesus.
All right. What do you guys do? Top 10?
Top 3.
Top 3. Number 3, we have the Alpha Seagull with 7,740 points in the last 7 days. Number 2, Northern Last with 35,765. And number 1, Thrash Forever with 68,815 gamer score in the last 7 days.
I don't understand how Thrash keeps doing it.
Oh my god.
Thrash has completed over 3,000 games.
4 million.
Hey Matt, you're number 6 with 2,000 gamer score.
Yeah, that's me.
Can I just say 4,178,740 gamer score with a 93.6% completion percentage is fucking ridiculous.
It's insane. I mean, to be fair, his ratio is 1.4, but
I'd say, was that ratio?
Yeah,
I thought
1.4. Whereas, you should be at a respectable. Where am I? Hang on, let me just double check. 1.89 is you shouldn't be any lower than 1.89. What's Alex out of these? I think he just hit 1 point.
I was curious what his hardest game is, and he's done like Halo MCC, which is pretty good.
That's a tough one. Yeah. What is this highest ratio stuff? We should get you on the show, Thrash. I'd be very curious to chat with you around your insane completion output. Again, it is almost all of it is trash games here, where it's like trash game regular, trash game on the Xbox One, trash game on Windows. So I get it. But yeah, it is insane the amount that
curious now.
He rates them all as well, so that's impressive.
Skatebird, WRC 6, Burnout Paradise Remastered.
So the same.
I'm going ones that he is definitely completed.
Yeah.
Human Fall Flat, which Yep, no brainer. Gorna, Gears of War 4, Rocket Arena, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Guitar Hero 3, Legends of the Rock.
Oh, that's a good one. That's wow. That's a really good one. All right. And then we have completions. Cameron, you want to read through those?
We've got Predator, Hunting Grounds, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection, Ren Ninja Dan, we've got Dimensions, and SpongeBob Patrick Star. Bulbasaur has done Star Wars Battlefront and DayZ. I know he was pretty happy to get Battlefront done. Mm-hmm. And Hack and Pone did Dredge. Every single day that I've logged in, because I've been logging in daily for the Super Dungeon Bros.
Yeah.
I've just seen Hack and Pone just sitting on Dredge.
I mean, he had like 100 hours, so I think he was idling it for the most part. But
it was like 400 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, something crazy
like that. But
just like
every time I've seen him online, Dredge.
Just like real fishing, just sitting there for fucking hours, drinking beer, and just waiting for some weird monstrosity to end up on your boat.
That game was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good game.
But
I think it's pretty much.
I remember.
Yes.
I was gonna say I remember still promoting at the very start, this is an actually solid game, and everybody just being
it's like a fishing game, yeah.
But it's a fishing game, though.
To be fair, it is still just a fucking fishing game. It is a cool fishing game, but it is a fucking fishing game.
Yeah. New Zealand fishing game.
That's true. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up episode 179, I think. What do you guys got going on? Anything you want to shill?
I'm getting married
every night. Oh yeah, he's doing that thing, I guess.
Yeah, Cameron's getting married. Bully for him.
Yeah.
So his availability is going to vary, I think, over the next few weeks. So we shall see when we see him.
It's too much.
Shane,
crazy.
Shane, what about you? You do your streaming thing?
Yeah, streaming every night. Come watch me. I'm probably not gonna be streaming like I was on Dishonored, but I'm doing something. And then I got my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get videos every day. So
nice.
Middle of the morning for you guys, but
yeah, unfortunately, yeah. And I'm Neomaster on everything, True Achievements, Xbox, and Discord. I don't really stream or anything, but if you want to get a hold of me, the Discord is the best place to do so. So come join our Discord. I've got a link on our TA profile, and if you want to join our leaderboard as well, all of our community stuff kind of happens in the Discord, so that's the place to be. That's going to be episode 179. We will catch you guys next week. See you later.
Peace.
Catches.